Multi-exclusive dimensional being Kyle with another exclusive. Today's video is going to be about the truth about Black History Month. Because, it's my duty and obligation to save the world. As y'all can see, the camera already falling. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. None of that shit. None of that shit. Everything is going to be exposed in the light today, baby. Everything going to be exposed in the light, for real. So this video is going to basically be about Black History Month. I'm going to basically break down and destroy all recognitions of how people come with perspectives of saying they're black. And I'm basically going to actually raise the level and raise the vibration of which I really need to know, which I really need to be focusing on, instead of this black shit, instead of this back in the day shit, instead of this fucking stupid shit that y'all basically praising and worshiping as in every time February come, or you basically just using a word. So let's get into this video. You as this color, for instance, I'm gonna just use me as an example. I'm not black, feel me? This shit on my head right here will be considered black, and my complexion is nowhere near this shit. This is something that you basically can actually see on the outside looking out. But when you on the inside looking in, and basically what I'm meaning by saying that is when your spirit is on the outside and you can see this shit with a spiritual eye instead of these two eyes, it's not going to be considered black. It's going to be considered at least a greenish color, because basically when you look through your veins, what do you see? You see green, as in the reptilian shape and form, as in the green trees, the green grass. That's basically what you're seeing. And of course you have the roots of basically the plants, which is the surface. That is considered brown. So basically what I'm saying is my complexion is just shades of brown. That's it. None more, none less. I'm not black. I don't consider to be black. None of that shit. Black means unseen, non-existence. It's like a spell casting word that you put against yourself. Because look at it like this. These words were created not from no brown shades of person, place, or thing, or the so-called black people, because you're not black. You're not understanding or understanding. I'm going to break that down though. Listen, words and language and spectrums was created from a person, a being. They created these words. They gave you that name. Now, for instance, let's take it back 1 inch, 1 notch. So back in the day, what did, for instance, I don't like bringing up the back in the day shit, but for instance, what did they call you back in the day when you considered to be black? They called you a nigga. Now, for instance, say if they only just had that word, the N-word, which is the nigga word, the N-word was already created. Feel me? It was created somewhere. Now, when you agreed to be black, right, they're gonna call you a nigga. And of course, you're gonna feel some way because you agree to the terms and conditions of agreeing to be black, agreeing to be somebody's nigger, agreeing to be somebody's bitch, agreeing to be somebody's person, place, or thing that's being structured and being controlled by a being that already created the word for you to be like, for instance, you know how you see a dog, right? Now, for instance, what if we created the words of calling that dog a dog? And basically what that dog spectrum, that name is saying, oh, you're a dog. That means you under me. That means you got to listen to me. That means you got to eat when I tell you to eat. That means you got to walk when I make you to walk. Now, for instance, you a black person, a so-called black person. Now you walked in dog shit, right? Now you living in a lighter person's house, right? So they're gonna be like, what, nigger? You came in here with this dog shit in my house. What the fuck is wrong with you, you stupid ass nigga? Feel me? That's from a light spectrum. I'm just using examples. I'm just using it as an acting scene. I don't hope nobody out there get offended or feel no way. anything like that, because I'm basically breaking this shit down so y'all can go to an overstanding and not an understanding, not for you to stand under, but for you to stand over this shit and stop tying on to shit that was created for you to believe and go within with, motherfucker. I'm gonna break this shit down once and for all. Now, for instance, let's get back to this name calling of the black. For me, as you already know, your ancestors didn't create the word black. For me, your ancestors wasn't even able to speak English, motherfucker. So how the fuck was they able to create the word black? Clearly, the people that came there, or basically that was already here, they came to ambush and take y'all out y'all space location. And one, the people that was living back then, some allowed that, some didn't allow that. Some fought back, some got out of that circumstance situation, some didn't stay stagnated to that shit. Now, you let somebody come into your space and location and drag you out your land and come own you and come free and come serve you and come basically, what's the word? Damn, what's the word? They sold you. Feel me? Basically, you already sold your soul to them. Now they about to sell your soul to somebody else so you can come work for somebody, be somebody's pig, be somebody's slave, right? What did they call that? Somebody's worker, a slave. And what you do every day when you go to work, when you clock in at 9 to 5, you're considered a slave because you're not working for yourself. So what you need to understand and understand that you was given, you was always receiving. You never created things in your own stagnated way of doing things, of living, of basically creating. You was always receiving words, energies, negative thoughts, negative ideas, negative feelings, emotions, thoughts, and ideas, people, places, and things, and spectrums. You were receiving this shit. You didn't create this shit. You ain't say, oh, by the way. You are a creator. You are just a spirit in a body, which you need to understand and understand this shit. This shit on you, this skin, this flesh don't exist. It don't mean shit. Because all you got to do is peel this shit back. And what you're going to see, you're going to see the color pink, which is pleasure. Feel me? Which is the soul, which is the internals, the way you feel about things. That's what you're going to see. You ain't going to see no black. You ain't going to see no dark. None of that shit. And everybody bleed the same blood, which is red, which is the fluid, which is coming from your internal realms, which is the soul. Now, if you bleed out, your soul gonna leave your body. And it's gonna go to another body, to another vessel. You're just a spirit in a body. You could have been a pig your past life. Now experiencing this shades of brown. But you tying this stupid shit saying, oh, these are our ancestors. We have to worship our ancestors. See, you are in a program. You was taught that. By who? Exactly. The question is by who? Don't be tying shit. If you ain't see shit with your two eyes, with your spiritual eye, if you don't remember, you can't go back into the time, you can't go back into the past and bring this shit out to show proof. That's for instance, like how they got y'all in the religion. Motherfuckers will be like, oh, the Christian God is the overall God. We must pray to him. We must get on our knees and pray. See how you programmed again? By worshiping something outside of you that you never seen with your two eyes and never experienced? But you want to cling on to things that you receive from a book and get on your knees and pray. It's the same shit with this black shit. You're just a spirit in a motherfucking body. Don't get it fucked up. Don't get your misconceptions construed with other shit, by other logical shit. Feel me? What you need to understand and understand, what you need to tap into is the actual spirit that you as inheriting in. The spirit that's created your body, your soul, for you to have an experience. You just resonated with this kind of being. So that means all color spectrums, all energy, everything that's being used, everything what you see with your two eyes on this physical spectrum came from the highest realm, the higher above. There's no such thing as separation. Only thing that's you're gonna witness with separation is you coming inside of out of a vagina separately and you leaving this planet separately. Or you just decide to be separate. But you're never going to be separate. Your spirit is always going to be dissected. You're going to be around other spirits. You're going to be around other ghosts, other vibrations, other people, other bugs, animals, plants, and other spectrums all over the place. I'm not even alone in this room. Wallpaper, TV, phone in front of me, computer. Everything is energy. Everything got a soul. Everything got a spirit. Feel me? You hit a laptop. what's gonna happen? It's gonna make a sound. Feel me? And depending on if it's dead or not, it's gonna leave. If it don't come back on, if it can't be fixed, if it can't, energy is never destroyed, or you reciprocate it towards another location. Feel me? So with that being said, you came and you was brought into this. You was brought into America, right? So that basically means look up the first person that was black. They're gonna say the first person that was black, aka African American. Remember, they gave you this name. You're not black. And once you agree to the terms and conditions of being black, you're gonna witness beings. You're gonna witness actually experiencing that negative energy. You're gonna experience the meanings and reasons of how it is to be black. The person that created the word black, the person that created the laws and restrictions and domains for the word to be black. But y'all need to understand what I was saying. It's not about the race. It's not about none of that bullshit. Because at the end of the day, there's basically everybody on this planet from every race either gotta pay a bill, either gotta go to work, either gonna experience some detriments, gonna experience some negative energy, positive energies, whether it's being from the same race or the non-existence, or as in the same color. I'm not even gonna use race. So at the end of the day, what the fuck is a race to you? That's something that was created and given to you. Simple. Feel me? Everything you see with your two eyes was created and given to you. Have you ever came up with your own way, your own path, your own government, which is you governing yourself, which is how it's supposed to be, and you not being stagnated and stuck onto these religions and programs and other constitutions and fucking theories to keep you stagnated and stuck here? No. You need to get out of that shit, or you're gonna keep coming back here and witnessing that shit. That's why they created that's why it's called a program, for you to be programmed, as in somebody imagination, to keep coming back here and experiencing the same downfalls and the same structures, the same way you was born, the same way you was existed through this physical vessel. That's why it's good to understand and understand that the shit that you actually jumping out for and taking a bullet for instance, somebody out here just saying, "Oh, fuck these niggas, I'm gonna kill all these niggas on the earth." That shit won't bother me because I don't give a fuck about that. I'm not in none of those programs. I'm just a spirit in the body. Feel me? I don't care about none of that stupid shit. If I see that shit on the internet, I'm not gonna be sharing this shit or showing other people and sharing this shit. Because basically, you're already programmed to share this shit and expose this shit to other people out there in front of you to be like, "Yo, you see what this guy doing? He's calling us niggas, man. We gotta get him, fam." Feel me? It's like calling yourself a nigger, or basically agreeing to the terms and conditions of actually thinking you being a nigga. It's like being in somebody else's gang and doing these obligations because they gave you that fucking word, they gave you that name. Now your ass is out here, got your gun, got your pistol, got war ready, just by you defending a word that was given to you. Motherfucker, are you stupid? Wake the fuck up. Get out of logic world and get into esoteric world. Get spiritually inclined with yourself. Then you will see the illusion for what it already is. And then you will find out what spirit, what spectrum, what person, place, or thing created the N word. So you can go in there and attack that motherfucking spirit and kill that motherfucking spirit if you feel away. But it's not about that. It's about ascending and going up and finding your own detriment, creating your own imagination, and not getting lost into somebody else's imagination of saying, "Oh, I'm black, I'm this, I'm that." No, motherfucker, you just a spirit in the motherfucking body, and don't get it fucked up out here, bro. Shit. For the people that are stuck into these programs, they're gonna tie African and black. Africa and black got nothing to do with your race color. It got nothing to do with anything. That's just a space and location of a planet. Boom. Now, you have a collective person, a collective conscience that came up with the word black or nigga. They created this shit and they pushed it out in front of people, places, and things. And in order for you to be situated and live carefully and live good, you gotta agree to the terms and conditions of being black. Put down your stamps, stamp your name, get your card. Feel me? You see how they just giving you shit? They just giving you shit. Feel me? They gave you the word, they gave you the name, they gave you the clothes, all this bullshit. But yet you want to sit here and fucking defend a word, defend something that you ain't. Your ass probably just having your first human being experience on this motherfucking planet. But yet you want to be like, "Oh shit, I'm black, I'm brown too, and these are my people, and I gotta really get next to them too, and I gotta support them too." No, motherfucker, don't get yourself in that mixed up into that motherfucking program, because motherfucker, you was given that word, you was given that motherfucking name. That shit ain't that shit wasn't just created out of the spectrum for you to actually exist in. Yeah, you came through a generation of a similar shade of brown genes, that don't mean you can tie onto that name of being black or brown, motherfucker. You have a spiritual family, which you come from above, which is the unseen realm, but you can't see with your two eyes. Maybe some people can say some shit with their two eyes, some can't, depending on their NATO alignments. Now, you got a physical family, which you're being born into to have the experience with the astral travel, motherfucker. So don't get it fucked up. The astral projection is you, basically creating the imagination and existence of the illusion. Now, the illusion is the travels of you experiencing it. Now, that's only on the physical spectrum. Now, if you in the internal spectrums, you're experiencing this shit on the real spectrum. Because remember, what came first is the spirit. What came second is the soul. What came third is the body, which is the human body or the animal body. Well, we all stuck in our animalistic matrix, so we all gotta ascend and go up above and get into a bigger bodies and bigger vessels. And how the fuck you gonna do that shit when you keep staying stuck and stagnated on this motherfucker? Oh, I'm black. I'm this motherfucker. You casting stones, you casting spells and rituals and programs on yourself to keep continuing the process all over again. And your ass gonna come right back in. Almost to the point, if your ass do leave this world, your ass gonna be on the fucking shit with motherfucking chains around your neck and clenching onto that word, I'm black. Motherfucker, create your own paradise, your own creation, your own imagination. And stop being stuck and stagnated on stupid shit that was being pushed onto you and forced onto you. And that's also dealing with religion. Stupid motherfuckers, real shit. Wake the fuck up.